Hi there, it's Mike here. Welcome to day 3 of our journey from Oslo to Barcelona. In this leg of the journey, we're travelling from a town just south of Frankfurt, Heidelberg, and heading for a little place just south of Lyon. We started off the day with 100% charge in the car, as the Hotel Marriott in Heidelberg had a destination charger, so that was perfect for our use. We drove on the highway down to our first charging stop. I decided to let the GPS show us the way. I'm a bit wary of it, but I decided to give it a second chance. So we plotted in Lyon, down south of France, and the GPS, it took us quite a long way before it wanted us to charge. The first charging stop it took us to was over 270 kilometers away. Now the car had obviously just over 300 kilometers in the car, so it was touch and go. I was a little bit nervous while driving down the last few kilometers, so I slowed down, conserved a little bit of energy to put some extra kilometers into the battery. That worked okay. The charging stop that the car took us to was a small town called Nantes or something like that. Anyway, it was sort of an industrial estate. We got there and there was one sort of charging point, a 50 kilowatt charging point. Luckily it worked first time with no hassle whatsoever. It would have been okay even if it hadn't worked, really, because there are just a few minutes away. We could have driven to another sort of charging station into the sort of town area. So it wasn't too bad, really. There's plenty of charging points, but they're slow, they're 22, they're 11 kilowatt and that kind of thing. Anyway, we connected up, used our e-tron card. Absolutely straight away it started to charge. We got a 36 kilowatt charge rate, and we went and had some lunch. It was perfect, really. We had to wait a couple of hours while the car sort of charged up fully because it was very low. So we charged up the car to 100% and we drove on. I then decided, okay, it's time to start plotting in the next charges. Instead of letting the GPS work it all out for us, I wanted to be sure that I knew where we're going and what was going to be there when we got there. So I put in, I looked up onto the Ionity website and plotted in the next Ionity's place that we needed to stop at. The next stop was an Ionity charging point, and that was called Erde de Jura or something like that. And it was absolutely a lovely place. There was clean. It was, it was so nice. There was restrooms, clean toilets, and you could buy snacks and that kind of thing. So the French, they do know how to do these sort of stops. So really, really give them. So they really do know how to give these stops the real. It was really nice there. So we charged up there, absolutely perfect. Over 150 kilowatt hours going into the car. Just had time to go to the room and buy a bottle of drink, really, or a bottle of water. That was about it. And the time you get back, the car's sort of charged up enough so you can go on to your next stop, which we did. And the third and final stop for the day was another Ionity charger, Saint-Rambert de Albon. It was an Ionity charger, and it was on one of these stopping stages on the motorway, and a place called Saint-Rambert de Albon. I think I got that right, probably not. But perfect again. Charged up, nicely done, clean as a whistle. Everything was nicely sort of laid out, easy to find. And then we had to look for hotels. So we decided, well, I was originally planning to stay in Lyon, but well, you know, I mean, in the morning when we want to get going, it's probably going to be a rush traffic. So we decided, okay, we can go a little bit further on past Lyon, and that will give us a less drive tomorrow, a shorter drive tomorrow to Barcelona. So this is what we did. We drove south of Lyon to a town called Valance, and I booked the hotel there. A nice little hotel right in the middle of the town. Very pleasant. I did notice as we drove into the courtyard for parking, there was a sort of a charging station, but one of the workers, obviously nobody's ever bothered to use this charging point because they parked there, and I had quite a lot of power in the car, so I didn't really want to bother with that. So we stayed the night in the hotel. Very pleasant evening. Went out and had a Italian dinner just around the corner from the hotel. Had a few drinks in the hotel. Very pleasant. And that was day 3. The stats for day 3. We drove 730 kilometers. 7 hours and 50 minutes we used. And I don't exactly know how much energy I put into the car, because that 50 kilowatt charger hasn't shown up on my invoice yet. I've got the ones, the Ionity chargers, I've got all of those sorted out, but that one, there's probably some sort of lag in the system or something, so that will probably pop up, but I presume I put somewhere in the region of about between 70 and 80 kilowatt hours in the car. And for the whole day I put 193 kilowatt hours in the car plus the 80 there. So I'll put the stats on there, look at the stats at the end of the video, and you can see exactly what it cost me as far as I know. when I've done the whole series, I will make a chart showing all of the costs, motorway costs, charging costs, and that kind of thing in this worksheet. So that's it for day 3. A pleasant day really. The temperature was nice and warm, and we stayed in a nice hotel. And moving on tomorrow. Looking forward to tomorrow and driving down to Barcelona. So that's it for now. Look out for day 4. Thanks. Bye.